There we are. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. It's been a while. Crocodile. Let's just get some bits going on here. I need to switch accounts. Let's get our gathering going. Superpower farm mode, that's what we are in right now. Let's just give everyone time to get in. But welcome everyone who's slowly entering. Welcome though, welcome everyone. How you all doing? What do we have to do? I ain't doing that. We ain't doing the scouting this time. We're gonna do all the scouting next season, don't worry. We've already gained nearly 2 season full maps of rewards. We can miss out a 3rd season of this map. It's fine. How we all doing today? We all good? We need to switch accounts soon. No, we're just trying to get our CPUs here. So we're just doing these rallies and these forts. We've already done all the stuff we need to relay. The only thing I need to honestly do is maintain my alliance credits low. So another thing to note, guys, on a reset, your alliance credits do disappear because obviously all alliances reset back to 0. So obviously there wouldn't be any credits for anyone to have. So let's get that going. But we've been announced on our divisions. It's interesting. If you missed it last night, we did live stream on reset. It was pretty exciting. A lot of information we figured out. So we are now going to be facing servers 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that's going to be fun next season. Our season clock timer is a bit bugged at the moment, as you can see, but this did go down every second before, but this is going down. We've got another day and 16 hours basically. How you doing, Aravos? Welcome. Are we there yet? Oh, we're too slow. Archer gang's too slow. Is anyone battling? This one. Oh. So I've just done as well on the DL guys. I've done a nice video, a nice like season reset video, so you guys understand how the season generally works at the end. So the like migration period into the season summary, which we're in, and then when you go into a new season, you'll see the new season screen picking up and everything like that. So our season ends in 1 day and 16 hours. So our season starts on the 26th at 7 UTC. So we're going to be live streaming that, guys, don't you worry. That's 8 o'clock in the morning my time. So we're going to be up nice and early getting that ready for you. We'll be live streaming from the get-go on the main. A brand new season. And that's going to be the new season in 1.016.2, guys. So at the moment, everyone's in season 1. Especially in global, you guys, including myself, are in season 1. And then when you're going to go for your reset, you're going to experience season 1 plus, which is basically what we're currently in. But we don't have the map change. So this new reset for us is going to be the new map changes. So we're going to see what is different when it comes into regards, you know, of the patch. So we're very, very interested. And also we have been placed in our starting alliance. So in obviously our TATM, obviously we're going to be resetting into obviously 2 alliances, right? So at the moment in R3 would be anyone that's going to be a TA main member. And if we just zoom down a little bit, there we are, we're going to be in the main TA alliance. And that's going to be from the start of next season. And then in rank 2 is going to be all the guys that are going to be in the TM alliance. So it's going to be very fun. 6.5 billion power if you're wondering how strong we are. No, not for the everyone. The 26th is the season end for only servers from 1 to 10. Everyone else in like 11 to something else are still in their season, so I don't know what everyone's season ends, right? Because every server has a different life cycle, and you all have different server time starts, but within your 10 you can work it out. We did guess yesterday if you are on, where is it? So if you're at Salvation, so this is when you're on the occupying the Necrogiant. When this completes, from this time all the way to season reset is 6 weeks, and I think then like 2 days and 7 hours. So that's how far away it is from Necrogiant is your season reset. So if you're at Necro, you can say you're 6 weeks away from reset. So we can say that to you now. That's a bit of info in regards to it. We are going to jump accounts because we're going to come back onto the main. If you guys got any questions to do with builds and stuff, we'll answer all them on the main account when we jump back over. But we haven't logged on the Road to Glory free to play account yet, so let's just jump on. Let's start doing some of the morning routine. So as you can see, this is what it would look like for anyone when you finish or when you wake up. So let's go through what we do every day, right? So let's just open stuff. Hopefully we get, you know, an extra gold key. We can get 10 for the new season. for the new patch, depending on what's going to happen in it. Let's start shredding our troops. So now we set our policies going. We've got everything what we need to do. We're trying to finish this area off. So we're going to go down and try and just complete the 10 out of 10s there. Let's claim our dailies. Everything's cooking now. So we know everything's going, which we need to go. So let's start claiming stuff passively. Let's have them go. Alright, sounds good. I'm at the dragon already. Alright, I need an eco build for Behemoth. You got one. Hey, I have TP here. I can show you an eco build in a sec. One moment. Let me just claim all these. Let's just get everything out the way and then we can move forward. There we go. Let's open our silver key. Skip it. Sweet. Let's just get what we can. Ooh, we got some gold star. Are we lucky again? No, we're not lucky again. There we go. Good shot though. I was just about to ask if it's better on archers than mages and behemoths. When mages are more optimized. So the thing is with archers versus mages, you'll always realize even 100k archers will deal more damage than 120k mages, for example. Single target damage is what archers are all about. It's what they excel at. While mages are all about burst damage and more AoE damage. And in a raid, you want more higher DPS, which is obviously damage per second. So the more damage you can deal over time, well, you know, the more damage you're dealing over time, the higher DPS you have. So that's why archers are the kings of Behemoth raids. So even if you had, for example, you know, like, say like you had an awakened Guan Wen, but then you only had a 555-1 Craig, or even a 5511 Craig, right? That march would outperform most of your mage marches just because of the amount of damage it deals with single target DPS. So but PvP, mages are obviously the kings. Well, I say they're the kings. It's one of them debates, right? So you got to think. So in PvP, and this is what I'd love to hear, obviously, your guys' thoughts in chat. We can have a nice little discussion on it, right? So the thing with mages is they're the kings, quotation marks, kings of PvP, right? Because they have the furthest range in the game, plus they deal insane amounts of AoE, which is really good because, for example, you could be targeting a T4 march with your T4, but your AoE on like your Waldir or the Lilia or the Valen, right, could hit a tier 5 march. So you haven't hit him, but you've indirectly hurt him. So you've gained 3 damage on someone without actually losing out. And that's really, really powerful, especially in the open field. So that's obviously why they're the kings, right? But this is where the but comes in. Archers are the counters to mages. So if we look after I've speak with Nika here, if you look at the unit advantage system here, your mage always beats an infantry unit, but your archer always beats a mage. So if we go and click the eye here, we can see it. So your mage unit beats infantry, infantry beats cav, cav beats archer, but archer beats mage. And that's really important because even if archers have less range, which we obviously do, if you've ever noticed it on an archer compared to a mage, if you look at a mage, they're all about damage. They're all out damage. They're always about that one thing, right? They're really good at dealing damage. You can bring any mage out in the game that's wanting to be a mage. You'll see it. It's all about damage. But when you look at most archers, archers bring some sort of counter-attack damage. And because you actually offer counter-attack damage, what ends up happening is, because you already have a unit advantage against mages, that range difference, when they start hitting you with their auto attacks and they're trying to generate the rage, they're already losing in counter-attack damage. That's how strong archers are. And then when you get into combat and you start auto attacking them, you shred them. It's not even close when it comes to a fight. And that's the same with, obviously, a mage and an infantry, you know. Mage absolutely shred infantry units, you know, and infantry shred cavalry. So it's up to you guys how you want to see the, you know, open field combat. But how I look at it is ranged combat is the king of open field. So that's either mage or archers. It depends on your skill level. Obviously, the better player you are, especially with archers, you're going to get more out of them, I reckon. And even in my last season, we did do a lot better with our archers. We were running double mages while running only one archer march. But while even doing that, our single archer march outperformed the mages. So, be up to you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts, obviously. But yeah, in PvP, you've got to remember, like, AoE is so powerful. That's why generally, and that's why we always say, like, mages are the king of it. Because you got to imagine now, right? If this patrol was a player, and this tile was a tier 5 player, right? If I can kill this guy and indirectly hurt the tier 5 player without having to target him, I'm not suffering any counterattack damage. I'm not even getting focused by him because he doesn't know I'm hurting him. Because obviously I'm targeting this guy, right? So you get so much benefits out of that AoE effect. So especially when you get like Scorch going, right? If you guys have seen Scorch, that trigger is absolutely devastating when it comes to the open field combat. Just look a bit in chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Awakened. The funny thing is, Awakened, Lilia, and Atheist is a really strong combo. Especially when you have them, like, if both are Awakened, it's super strong. Because what it ends up doing is, it gives your Lilia even more rage generation. And she really, really cares about rage. Because the more rage she has, it's not about really obviously hitting her skill 1, obviously, which you care about. But you're increasing the chance that you're giving her more Scorch probabilities, because her skill 1 is going to hit more often, and they're scorched, and if they're already scorched, her skill 4 then triggers more often, right? So you're trying to upkeep that scorch trigger while dealing insane damage at the same time. So I can see that why they'd say that. How much increased damage? I can argue it's like at least 25% more. Like, you deal so much more. It's not even close. Like, if you really wanted to Dark Spy, honestly, just ask anyone in your alliance right now. Make a 50,000 march, Archer march and Mage march if you're both similar power. You know, if you both got maybe like Awakened Heroes, or even if they're like 5-1-1-1-1 or something like that. If you can make them as close as possible, you'll notice that Archer was absolutely rinsed this Mage. It's not even close. But yeah, that's the whole thing, and it's like even Veterano said in chat, right? Because even in chat, when you look at it, it's true. Because like when you look at the skills, all your skills are insanely high damage, but it's to one target. But when you compare that to even like to Waldir, Waldir only does 600 damage to a singular target, to AoE targets. But Atheist deals 800 to a singular, right? So you can see in the Mage category a really good example of AoE versus single target, right? But archers are only generally about single target damage. Craig is the only exception, and Craig is absolutely insane, guys. I'm not even denying him, because at level 1 he does the same amount of skill damage in physical that Waldir does, plus he deals 300 damage to 2 nearby enemies. So that's 1200 damage in his skill 1 alone. When you upgrade it now, it does 800, and it still does the 300 to 2 nearby enemies. But all targets that did take damage also gain a bleed effect, which means they take skill damage every second for 3 seconds, and it's 200 damage. So now when you add all of this up, you got 800 plus 600. So that's now 1400 damage. This does 600 damage to each of those targets. So that's another 1800 damage plus the 1600. All in one skill, and it's AoE. Craig is slept on, guys, I'm telling you. He's absolutely bonkers. So, and he has his hero skill damage. So Craig is... I love Craig. Craig's... Whew, big boy. Let's start emptying some CP. We're going to rally though. Oh. Boom, boom. But yeah, it is a massive... Even if it's 20%, it's massive, the unit advantage system. It's not even close, boys. You can see it as well, like, in some... if you really checked out some of my old footage, obviously maybe, like, the quality is maybe not as good as, like, like, now, but the information's still the same. It's just, obviously, the quality is not as good. But you can see in the open field commentary fights during, like, when we were fighting servers 4, 5, and 6, you can see the archers absolutely decimate mages. Like, you just eat them up for breakfast. I wonder if we can get in Savants. Oh, we did. Nice. I just want to try and get in rallies as quick as I can. Should we open 10 gold keys or should we save them? Because in reality, we should be saving keys. We've got new heroes coming. But I'm tempted. Because I honestly think the 2 new heroes is going to be like a Wheel Commander and a Strongest Lord Commander. So I don't think we're going to gain, an Archer in the gold keys. So... yeah. Now that's the cool thing, what I like about the balancing system, right? Mages... you have the longest range, do the most AoE burst damage, which is really sick, right? But you're the slowest unit, which is really interesting way to balance it, right? Which is good. It's a really good way to balance the unit, like, because if you get out of position and you get caught out, you feel the punishment, man. You feel your unit just, like you say, get melted by some cavalry and archers, just gobble you up like Pac-Man, dude. You definitely walk back as a ghost. Walking back looking like Blinky, dude. Oh, we got a free spin. Free spin. Ooh, let's go. So we've got so far back to back 3 hour speed ups on the free spins. Just saying. We need more gems, unfortunately, because I need to get 7 tickets. So we need a bunch of gems. One way is to do this. Upgrading the Sacred Hall. We are going through it. Let's see, in a big fight as a mage, do you want to target the infantry because you counter them? Yeah, to be honest, it's really good to do. People don't do it enough. If you're a mage player, if you can actually, like, focus, you know, imagine the fight, right? So you can imagine the fight breaks out. I wonder if I can... I wish I could, like, draw it on screen. It'd be really good to draw. Let me see if I can do something. Hold on. No, I can't. Or if I type like live here. Nah. We'll work out next time. It's fine. Basically, if we look at the battlefield, we'll try and draw it out here. So we've got our Eliana, right? So if you're this patrol down here and you're the mage unit, you can imagine the murder balls either side of the wall, right? So your infantry is going to run forward, and what you want to do is try, as my infantry runs forward to go and intercept yours, you want to focus this down as much as you can, because when he hits, you know, and stops and starts to fight, if he's weaker than your front line in the initial burst, he's going to lose the fight. So then if he's going to lose the fight, you can then either help kill him quicker, right, with your front line, meaning then your front line can then walk and attack my back line, right? Or if you want to be a bit greedy, you know, you can try and attack over and attack the back line. But it's always kind of situational. You always want to try and focus generally what your murder ball and what your kind of like group of like fighters are going for, right? So if it's like you can imagine like a group of 50 players, and if you're in like a small group of 8 over here, you want to try and focus on the same targets as the, you know, the other 7 around you. You don't want to try and, you know, move around, and just stay with your group and just see where they're going, and just play with them, you know, and stay within the ball. And by doing that, you'll notice you get really, really high success rates, and like your murder ball and your match stays out a lot longer because you're playing together then. What's the biggest fleet you can assemble? Well, in here, you can get up to 250k troops flat, right? So that's 250k troops without any buffs. But then if you have someone, you know, like Madeline, So Madeline would give you 265,000, and if you went down a certain PvP talent, she could give you more. So in the first season, you get I think a max cap of 150k. But in the second season, when you first reset and you're in the season 1 plus, then you get your 250k marches then. But that's where the cap out, and you don't. There's no sort of, you know, like buffs for you to have, so you can't increase it any further. It's just through your talents or the hero, right? So, hope that answers your question. Obviously, you can have 5 marches. Just read and claim all of them. OCD, as you guys probably might have when you play this game. Oh, we haven't claimed our daily yet. Let's claim the daily. So now we're starting to clear forts. Could someone from a rival clan start walking over to your base and attack you? Not if you're on territory. So many people. You tried the Kanara Madeline match for counter archers. That sounds horrible to fight. Mages were questioning life. That's the cool thing, because after that video, I hope a load of people like give me a bit of credit, and maybe some other YouTubers might test it out, and you know, maybe invite me on. It'd be really cool, because it'd be sick to talk about, you know, like their testing with maybe like Kanara Madeline, Bakshi Madeline, Emery's Madeline. You know, you name it. Even if you can imagine a Husk Madeline cavalry march, right? You could run something like that still. Because Husk's overall. So, you could technically... I wonder if you could run Madeline primary if you ran down the PvP tree and the tank tree. Because if those trees don't have infantry specific buffs and the legion specific buffs, then you can still do it with her primary too. So I'm so curious, dude. How you doing, Sage? Welcome everyone. Nice to see everyone tuning in. Last night nearly broke me staying up till 3 in the morning, but it was what it was. We did it. It's so good, man. And it was one of them marches as well. When I first looked at Madeline, I was reading her skills, and I was like, this hero's nuts. And then I was reading it more, and the more I read her skills, my brain just dinged, you know? Everyone has those moments, because it's like, why is everything saying Legion? Like, Madeline's Legion's getting more counterattack. Madeline's Legion's getting more capacity, and we're getting more physical damage dealt in her Legion. Like, why is my Legion gaining everything here, and it's not an infantry buff, right? So, they might change it, you know. Obviously, if they change it, it's going to be a Ripperino. But if they don't change it, boys, she's going to be an absolute powerhouse of a hero. Yeah, he is so nasty to fight against. I was like, what? I remember Ghost there, and he was like, he was surprised to see the Madeline, the Nico Madeline outperforming all the other, like, pure, you know, Archer March, right? And even did you notice the Fear one too, right? The Nico Fear one beat the Archer Marches also with all the shielding. which was interesting. Not by much. I think it only beat it by like 300 or 400 sev wounds, but it's still more if you're trying to save your hospital bills. That's all I'm saying. Per fight. And if you're dishing out all that counter attack damage too when they're trying to hit you. And it makes me giggle because it also, you got to think, you know, you're an archer. Like, imagine you're this little poor archer, hammer troll, right? You get surrounded by cavalry. Obviously, you're not happy, but at least the shield from Madeline, like, nukes each of these marchers for 300 damage as you're trying to run away with counterattack damage. That's kind of funny, man. You're not going to win the fight, but it's just, like, funny that you have that survivability in your kit. So... we ain't got any cool events on apart from Crucible. We need to do Crucible too. People are struggling though when we start hitting 30. That's why I'm not rushing. I know I've got like 8 hours, but I reckon I can get... I might be able to get to 30 and then be chilling. I won't get any further. It's too hard at the moment for anyone. Even in this server, our T4 players... So, like, even Crazy, like, he's struggling to get high. Even an Oru, like, they're struggling to get past, like, when they're in, like, I think the 45 to 50 stage, they said that is so hard. So, you can see why they're reducing the difficulty in patch 1.016 also, so... Should we just open them? If we really need to get more keys, we'll get them. I'm certain both heroes is going to be like, one's going to be strongest lord, the other one's going to be in a wheel. I can guarantee it. Because it makes sense. Unless, obviously, they bamboozle everyone and one's like an epic hero. But we're all assuming the legendaries, right? So if both are legendary heroes, then you would assume one's going to be behind Strongest Lord. And I would assume the Rally one would be in the Strongest Lord event. And then the Mobility Peacekeeping gal will be like behind the Wheel of Fortune. So... just had a 41k merit killing spree. How is everyone doing though? I'm opening them. I don't care. Look, I know we shouldn't be opening them, right? You guys know this. I'm a smart player. But this is the free-to-play Road to Glory account. And I'm just saying, the average Joe who might be playing the game for the first time might not know to save the keys, you know? They might just open keys, so we're just going to do what everyone does and on the beat. And it's a legendary. Let's go! Let's go! I wish you guys could see. Cat, look, we've got Emery's. We got him. We did it. Woo! Easy game, boys. Easy. Worth. Don't even come at me. Every time. And we get the Trailblazer. But we're not spending. But we could get... And this is the legendary hero tokens we were talking about in the spending guides and anything if you've been watching recently. These are the tokens that you can use throughout any of the seasons, right? These are universal tokens. These are not Season 1 custom tokens. So remember that. These are really, really valuable to try and save them as much as you can. But we did it, boys. Nice and easy. On the drop. New hero. We've got the boy. The roster's coming along. We're only missing Madeline and Bakshi. Are we going to be lucky tomorrow and get Madeline free spin unlock, yeah? Or we could even, you know, get the Bakshi unlock, just saying. Look how many calves I have. It's tiny. I can do this now. Yeah, boy. Let's go. Let's try and get this fort killed for the Auger Stones. That's what we're kind of doing if you're wondering why we're killing forts 2 on here. Instead of doing Crucible is... When we look at Auger Stone, let's just kill some. And at the end, I'm pretty certain at the end it gives you a ranking of where everyone went, right? Because our alliance ranking... Where was the last one? Not that one. Was it this one? No. I like the fact that you get rankings on each of them. See who's pumping out, you know, the forts, who's pumping out the patrols. But yeah, that's why we're killing forts at the minute. And it's our okay XP, right? It's level 5 forts now. 70k per kill. Obviously shared, or if you're greedy and you solo rally. I don't know if I can solo rally these yet, but we'll soon be able to. So the way, so I don't know if the Behemoths still work this way, so don't quote me for gospel truth, right? But I'll explain how magma, like any raid works like this. So this raid's a really good example of it. So you can see the magma raid, obviously it's got 2 entrances. Even the flame dragon has the 2 entrances on the side. As long as your alliance is touching this area, you can enter the fight. But I don't know how obviously the purification works. I don't know if obviously if whoever purifies it first with their, you know, members gets it. I don't know how anything like that works. We've never tried it because it's never been on anyone's question books. But we did do it once where in beta you could have multiple alliances in here fighting. But I don't know if it still works today. This was obviously a long time ago. So it'd be really cool if you guys, maybe in your server, if you're in a quiet area, you know, maybe you're in downtime, maybe you could go down here, you know, find a non-used Behemoth or something and figure it out. It would be cool. There we are. Nice. Get all those rewards. Keep getting them. It's a bit of a... Look how much dust we have, boys. I'm just saying. Let's just go nuts. So that's 40. Let's just upgrade everything. Oh no, wait, let's not upgrade that. What should we upgrade? What should we max? Max engineering, boys, yeah? We'll do the 2 infantry weapons. So close. That's a hella lot of dust. Yeah, I don't know if it will work in season 1. Because I think in season 1 it won't. I don't know. You might. Do you know what? Try it. That's the best thing to say. Just try it. Then you'll know. Because we've not tested out anything like that in a long time. But I know if you were in like season 1 plus and there was like unions involved, I know you could have done it through unions too. So oh, do you know what I need to do, guys? I know you guys like Jacob is gonna be happy about this. I need to order my webcam. We got paid today. So we're looking at how much we've got spare. But we might be buying a webcam. We're buying some other stuff like we need to. I know you guys probably want that. If 2 clans touch, they can join at the same time. Early on it happened in my alliance and a giant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you got a touch. So it's good that Drizzle confirmed again. So yeah, as long as you two are touching like this, right? As long as you're touching it, you can enter. And you can help and fight. But I think when it comes to who owns it, it'll be down to the purification, right? So you might have to argue among yourselves. But if you both are purifying it, I don't know how it determines, you know, anything. We've never done anything like that because it's not been an issue. It's not something that anyone's ever thought of, you know, raising. But it would be cool, because obviously if you could figure out, and it sounds crazy, but if you could figure out how it worked, what it would do then is allow you, or like servers in the future, to like almost snipe behemoths, right? So you could be touching this at war, watch your enemy try and take it, and when they take it, you like come in and kill them and like purify it yourself. Obviously that'd be like toxic, but I'm just saying it's cool that there's like maybe these sort of gameplay ideas that could be in the game, and is like an option that may be out there for future content, future, you know, stuff. Don't mind me, boys. I'm just doing some maths. There we are. Yeah, I think we're doing it, you know. Because I've got in an Amazon basket, like a new webcam. We've got a little bit of stuff for myself, you know, some office work stuff. So like a whiteboard, and I was hoping to get some sort of like area and maybe a second monitor again when we get paid again. But with that, we was gonna maybe like put something in the background. I don't know, you guys in chat, maybe up to you. But in the, because I've got like a plain wall behind me, right? So I was debating to put like this another whiteboard area there, and anyone obviously who joins the sneaky army, you know, the big subs, like Jacob, you can see he's got the main subscriber emblem, and there's a couple of others that have it as well. Like all your names would be on there, right? So you can always see like those guys that are showing support throughout. So a nice little bit of like touch, you know, always saying thank you to you guys for the support. So it's just a thought. It's up to you guys. I don't have to do it, you know. If you want me to do it, we'll try it. If it works out, we'll keep it. If it don't work out, we can move it, right? Right, let's almost finish emptying this CP. Oh, 10 minutes? Yikes. Let's not do that. Is there any more rallies going? Which isn't, you know. I don't know why people send in mixed troops or wrong troops to rallies. That's kind of tilting. Kind of tilting. We have these tails to do. Should we start these tails as well? That's what, 2, 3, 4, 500 gems there. Let's do that. Let's just say go in. Bro, that's not fair. We're not ready, boys. We're not ready. Oh, what are you doing? Don't let your march walk. Let's just use our brains just for a second. There we are. There half the time. And then while we wait for Eliana Garwood. Alright, kill the next one. What's the rail? 22k. She's fine. She's fine. Yeah, that'd be cool. I used to have a gathering guide ages ago on talents for gathering. I always now just go windfall. Like Lay of the Land is like really good in my eyes if you're online. That's how I look at it. If you're a really active player, this is really good because it's like every time you complete something, your resource production increases by 50% for an hour. So if you're active enough, you know, you don't want these buildings overfilling, right? So ba, 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 ba. Let's just switch the overlay. You might not have noticed, but the overlay is a little bit better now. Hopefully. Should start working. Hopefully the chat box pops up and you guys can see yourselves. We'll soon see if it fixes. So we've got no more rallies rocking. We've used some CP, which is good. But I think now we'll have done the Auger Stone. Oh, 2 away. So my rally puts it to 1 away. Yeah, that's fine. Let's claim our free key. And this is Introduction to Indis. She's one of the druids. Boom, boom. Obviously, Keller's like, what? I love Daily here. Who are you? This is where we start learning a little bit of the story. So his name's Daily. Basically, what the story is like at the start, everyone's kind of like learning who everyone is, you know, introductions to everyone. But then when you're in the 3rd and 4th stage, that's when like the actual story starts to progress into a story, right? So what ends up happening is all the people start seeing all these obviously Darklings patrols doing crazy stuff, and then the mages go to Dawnguard. And that's why Dawnguard got added into the map. Because originally it wasn't even in the map, which is funny. So then we zoom out. Dawnguard up here. So this got added. And all the mages basically came here to discuss what's going on, basically. I'm going to have to quit this because this person gave me the worst units. People are giving me Mage. No. You know what? I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to write a message. Hold on. Reason we can't kill it is we're using a marksman commander, as you guys know, with Nico, which is all marksman buffs. But then people are sending cavalry units, people are sending mage units, and with those units, it doesn't do anything. As you can see, like it just falls straight flat. Like and we weren't even killing it. So definitely send the correct unit types. Obviously, I should be paying attention. So we've got this going anyway. So let's go back to the main account. We can answer the question in chat to do with your server divisions here. Trying to move the chat a bit. Hold on. There we go. Right, so when you're at the end of the season, your little season summary does appear here. So this is where you would find the new division. So the new division showcases here. We can click the icon, and again, you can see anyone in server 2, 6, 7, or 8 and 9. This is who we're going to be fighting against next season. And then at the end, our rewards, we're going to be getting the anointed rewards, as you can see. And that means we're going to be able to get not all of these, but obviously we're going to get the 10 heads here. We're going to be able to get a bunch of these rewards afterwards. But we've got a nice video coming out very soon on the new season reset. It's going to be tomorrow when we're gonna pump it out basically for you guys, and then we're gonna be talking and recording tomorrow the actual patch 1.016. We're gonna see everything. Yeah, I'm the same as you, dude. I'm not happy that they're not letting epics go 6 stars. Maybe they change it, maybe they don't. Who knows? It's up to them. I have obviously put my feedback in the creator chat. Well, in the creator feedback area, so they know my thoughts, and I even added a way for them to implement maybe different ways to obviously incentivize players to PvP, right? Because they obviously want people to PvP, but making it so it's down to your hero XP is a really bad way. So Obviously, I've given some of my opinions to them, so we'll see if they're going to implement them or not. Hopefully they make all the epics go to 6 stars again. There shouldn't be a reason why we shouldn't be able to. But we're almost there. There's only these are the only events available, boys. As you can see, there's nothing going on. So all we're trying to do is just get whatever we technically can at the moment. I would check this message, but I can't check that message. Ghosts, our chats with Ghosts are private. So maybe I'll get a anti-chat image and pop it there one day. But not today. We're going to just relax, answer you guys. Any questions you guys have, let me know. We are on the main account now, so if you do have anything you want to see, we can show you it. So we can make any build basically from Craig up. Can easily make any of these. So, do you name a hero? Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done it either. Because the thing is, we've been in this season for so long, right? So, but I don't know why. We technically are going to be the first server to test everything, right? So on the 25th, the new patch goes live. But on the 26th, we're going to reset, right? So we'll reset to level 1. So we're going to actually feel the full patch in its full glory, right? So if you reset for the first time from Season 1 to Season 1 Plus, we're going to be going through that for you guys. So you're going to know exactly what you're going to be entailing. And then what would happen then, we'd assume by the end of our Season 1 Plus, you guys would start your Season 1 Plus, and then we would be starting and testing Season 2. And then obviously we'll work it from there, so... We got scrap. We've got some. A little bit of scrap don't hurt no one. Love it. So we're chilling. So much CP wasting. So we got almost Alistair done. Pan's getting there too. So once I've got those two heroes done, that's every epic hero awakened. So that means any season from then I can technically use any epic hero combination, which is going to be fun. Obviously it means we can test out every season. If there's a new meta shift, we'll be able to check it out. CPN research everywhere, no training. Any questions in chat? Let me know. Otherwise, we're just gonna have a nice little relax. Oh, if you're wondering as well, for those that are tuning in, I'm gonna be supposedly in TA, but I'm gonna see if I'm in TM. I'm gonna ask to be in TM, so I'm with Wayne Ghost, because I really like Wayne and Ghost. Then we'll be with Duz and Immortal too, but we'll soon see. But this is gonna be, at the moment, I'm in R3 position, so I'm in the TA main alliance, as you can see. So if we go and check, obviously these TA, oh, have they moved me now? Maybe they moved me finally. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Finally, they moved me. Thank you. Thank you if you've been watching. Anyone in TM. I bet you that's what Ghost's message is. Let me just check. Yeah, that's what it were. It just moved me. So that's what that were. So next season, I were in TA again, but I'm choosing to go into TM because I really like Ghost. I like Ghost, Wayne, Duz, Raven as well. Hopefully Raven's going to be in TM as well. So it's going to be a fun fight. Big boy Ghost. So basically we only have the events for the new update unless we're going to do a season reset. Yeah, that is correct. So in the new season update, in patch 1.016, anyone in global right now, including myself on server 65, all we're going to get most likely is the new events. So that means we might get access to the new artifacts too. We might get access to the new heroes, but we'll soon see. But it does state it as Season 1 Plus, right? So if we go into the save mail, not system mail. So this is going to be set to release on the 25th, version 1.016. New season, new experiences, right? So season 1 plus. This is after players reach the end of season 1, which is the Burning Stars one, which you are currently in. And then you gain all of these new effects, which is the new changes to how heroes work, as well as the XP changes, as well as the hero tags. And then the new Riches of Forest comes in Season 1 Plus. The same with these events here. This hasn't been stated if it's Season 1 Plus or not, but I can guess all of it is Season 1 Plus, right? So we're going to have a look. We're going to soon see, right? Everyone's under speculation where the first servers that's going to go through it, right? So I know as much as you, but at least we're going to know more in one day, 15 hours, right? We don't know if they haven't implemented at all a base increase, no. Not what we know of. And the thing is, it's like you have 40, but look, you got to remember, guys, look, we're TA, we have 200 members here, right? So this has got to be split up. But we know that TM's going to have like TM1 and 2, and then TM2 is going to slowly enter TM1, and it's going to be really easy to do. because you gain loads of territory really quickly in the early game, and then you get obviously the behemoths that add big amounts of alliance, you know, limit, and then you have your tech on top, right? Because if you guys didn't know, if you go to the members here, it shows you the max member count, which is 200. Shows you what your base and tech, so you can get 60 from your tech. You can get more from your Alliance Core Fortress bonus, and then your other fortresses, obviously. Then the towers, and then the Behemoth bonuses. So, you can mech this up really quickly, you know. And you gotta remember, you're gonna have 2 alliances. So, if even if 2 alliances at 100 members, that's your 200 members all together, working together across 2 alliances, right? And then, by the end of the season, what happens is, and what we did, is we all then migrate into TA, right? So we all come together at the very end once all the hard work's done. So it's easy, man. The guys that are obviously in charge of leadership and in charge of officer, you know, and all that, know what to expect. They know what to do. If you're an R3 or just, you know, a normal player, I wouldn't worry too much on it. Because if you worry too much on it, you're going to miss, obviously, more important information and more important things you need to do, right? So, even on a season reset, a really good tip for you guys, what we're doing is your items, these dark keys, these don't actually reset. So, you can keep these dark keys. So if you get 5 of them on launch, you can instantly open 5 chests, and then on the first day, get another 2, and then open another 2, so you've got 7 dark keys open straight away, so you can get a really big boost of dust for obviously your artifacts. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we have so much to scout. I don't know how much we have here. There's so much. Like, it's so much. I might do the supplies, because the supplies are speed ups, right? But I might do this in my downtime. It's just, it's too inhumane. Also, I've got some interesting news for you guys that you're gonna, I don't know if you're gonna like or not, but I have been offered to do a 7 video series. It's going to be coming out, I think, at the end of June, July. But it's for another brand new city building game. It's not going to be like this. It's a little bit different. We're going to see what it's going to be like. So that's going to be coming out as well. So if you're interested in maybe different content on different games, let me know. I'm happy to give it. But it's only going to be at the moment a one-time thing, the deal we've got. But it's going to be cool. I can't spoil anything at the moment, but it is going to be coming up in the next couple of months. So when it does appear on the channel, I hope you guys take it in and let me know your opinion. Obviously, I'm not saying play the game or whatever. It's just going to be one of them ones where we're going to see how good it is. Or we might even evaluate it, you know. Maybe our series is a nice evaluation series. Is it worth the play? 7 episode series. Is there any specific gathering talents we need to have? I mean, gathering tips and tricks would be beneficial since really... Yeah, so the thing with resourcing, in my eyes, and we'll go to them, I always grab Windfall no matter what. But you always want to grab Earth's Grace when you can get it. I didn't grab it here, and I actually regretted it. And compared to my main account, on my farm account, because I've been able to level quicker. So you want to get Earth's Grace because this cap can, you know, stack. But what I've done here on Keller, I don't like doing it that often. Let's go on this. So let's do the gathering talent. Let's just do it. So if you're a gathering hero, you always want to prioritize getting those tiles done as fast as possible. That's the best thing to do. So when you're in the gathering tree, at first, obviously increasing your gathering speed for a specific tile seems good, and it can be good if you want, obviously, Keller to only do one job. But if you have more march speed, you're going to get to your tile there and back quicker. And every second does count. And in the early points, I actually like doing stuff like this, because then I get my overall legion capacity increase, which is 25%. And when you go to quick harvest, you basically sacrifice, you know, 10% what you've gained here, which is fine. So we get a nice 15% legion cap. But for having that, we get a 20% gathering speed bonus. And that's for everything now. So you can imagine this overall is giving you more gathering speed because it's hitting all types of, you know, resources. And then again, you can choose if you want legion, you know, capacity. But guys, march speed is really powerful. And then if you're in a war, you can take leeway and joyful labor. This means you can escape from tiles really close to your city. And then if you go overall load capacity and undeterred, it means you can basically send them to your mana pit, get as much, you know, load cap as you can. And when they're coming back, you don't have to worry for them getting intercepted. So this actually might get used more. I'm not even gonna lie, this talent might get used more because of the new mechanics, right? So the new mechanics in the game with Legion March, even if you're a white on white march, you can't pass through each other. So this might allow you to pass through each other. So might be an important talent. But for now, I go down overall gather speed. This is 15% overall gather speed. And then we finish off with the Earth's Grace. If we can click today. And then we get Windfall. Then you got 2 points. So with all your other points, if you're going down gathering, what you should be doing is finding everything here to increase your gathering speed, right? So now I would actually do mana gathering, because we do send Keller to do a lot of mana gathering in the Alliance pit, right? So that's what I would do, and pretty much that is the exact same build I would, and the same philosophy I'd be running on all my gatherers. I run the exact same philosophy now. So that's what I would be doing. I hope that answers your question. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. So let's set our rally going again. You know what? We got the wrong artifact on as well. It's because we've been using Guan Win to raid. Because we've been using Guan Win to raid, she's got our Shadow Blades on. Oh, kidding. There we go. Yeah, that auto one's weird. Because Auto was such a good hero, man. The fact that he was gathering and engineering was sick. But the fact that they're breaking our boy up, man. And he was used so much too for it. So I am sad. Yeah, it could be get rid of the tank tree for the gathering tree, maybe. He looks like he's got a gathering sickle, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's sad what they're doing to Order. But it's understandable too, because it doesn't make sense if you think about it, you know, logistically. But ooh, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, we need another gathering hero. You are right, though. Maybe they release, you know, a Joan of Arc, a support gathering hero that's, you know, a rage generator, like an AoE one. Oh, we got goal key, boys. So yeah, our next challenge on this account is to somehow get College Order level 25, and that's to get your tier 5 unlocked. I'm not rushing that, but what we are doing is doing all the other sort of tech. You can see we're already 27 days in, guys, and that's at the halfway point. So you can imagine this tech's over 50 plus days. Yeah. And we're still not using anything yet. We're saving it. Look how much speed ups we've got. And that still, even to me, isn't a lot. You know? We need more, you know? Yeah, and you're right. You know, he has the skill. Gathering speed bonus. But we're going to see if there's anything extra in the patch, right? So, no one joins the rally. So we will join someone else's rally. We'll wait for the next one, someone else to launch a level 6 and we'll start joining them. Meow. Meow meow. So what are you guys hoping? Okay, let's have a real talk. What are you guys hoping the new heroes are gonna bring? What do you hope Freyga or Syndreon skill 1 is? Let's talk about that, yeah? Let's bring our tinfoil hats out. Let's discuss what we think is going to be our skill 1. Come on. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You want the girl to make Craig meta? Damn right. The thing is, though, like I said, if you've got Kanara, for example, right? Like, if you got Kanara 5511 with a Craig, that match is devastating. But I know what you're saying. You want the, like, both of them to have march speed, right? So you've got a super fast archer march that can get in and out. Be cool. I just want to know what the skill 1 would be. Would you make it so she slows down targets? Like she, you know, she does some sort of slow. What servers in the same division? Yeah, we got servers 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's ours. So next season, this is our division. And then the other division currently is 1. It'd be all the others. So it'd be 1, 3, 4, 5, and 10. So that'll be the other ones. So they're the 2 divisions announced that we know of. By chance, Freyga may be a flying hero. Imagine if she is. The thing is, though, I think the flying hero coming is the cavalry hero. I think it's going to be a flying cavalry hero for the Spring Wardens. It's got to be, because it wouldn't make sense making a flying archer legendary hero first. But they might. Who knows? They might. And then the Wilderberg crew are going to be super happy with that, though. If I'm just saying, guys, if Freyga is a flying marksman unit, I am going Wilderberg. 100%. I will be going Wilderberg without even a hesitation. The only way you can migrate accounts into the same servers if they're in the same division now. So right now, if server 92 fought server 94, you could then migrate your mini account from, you know, either one or the other. Because we don't want people... At the moment, the migration system isn't an open migration system. It's a system based on basically who you're fighting. Because what they've noticed, and like any, right, even like in Rise of Kingdoms, when you're in a season, what tends to happen is obviously certain servers will ally with each other, certain servers will obviously become like a union, you know. So because of that, you know, you make new friends. So at the end of the season, instead of just, you know, simply migrating into any random kingdom, you can migrate into the servers you've been, you know, playing for. So bear with me, guys. I just need to send a quick message. That's why I've gone a little bit quiet. Just bear with. I am here. I am reading your chat. Just 1 second. There we go. We're good. We're good. Yeah, Wilderberg is so good. And I used to play him as well. People like underrate Wilderberg, but it's what it is, you know. I'm trying to be the most honest channel, trying to give you a reason why, you know, each faction is good, right? Because each faction is good. And that's what's really good, because there's so little factions in it. But when you watch, you know, other channels, they'll tell you only to pick League of Order. And it's just like, well, you could pick League of Order, and yeah, you would get Wild Deer, but you can still earn and unlock Wild Deer, right? Some people might argue it's even better for Spring Wardens, right? Spring Wardens are better for free-to-play players because you can destroy Behemoths and potentially get 3 gold keys early game. So, and that's what happened to me, you know. Thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Yep. Guan and Waldeir's they're just so good. Like, so that's why I've made this series on the Road to Glory series, picking archers, right? Just to showcase, like, look, I've got archers, and look how much like damage output I can put out, and look how like effective my account is compared to going a mage account. So you don't have to follow the trend, right? You don't have to listen to what everyone's telling you to do. So any suggestions? Build? Oh, you think Bakar's nasty? I don't like Bakar. It's weird. I don't like Bakar for... he's like... It's weird. So, he's like a super mini version of Nika. Right? But he doesn't it's weird. He doesn't... I don't know. I don't find him tanky enough. That's the best answer. I just don't like him for that reason. But there might be a scenario in the future where he might be really good, but I don't like him. I think he's I think if anything, he's the worst epic hero in the whole game by a landslide. I'd even rather take a Pan somehow over a Bakar on the open field, because she, even at an awakened state, she's providing more stats to like a tier 5 player, which is so much better than a Bakar, right? So I really hate him. I don't know. Yeah, that is a hot take, right? Because that is a super hot take, right? Imagine, you know, you're a free-to-play player. You have an Indis that can AoE heal your T5 frontline infantry players, giving them 350 healing factor on their troops, and anyone that's in front of them is now taking 20% more damage, which is the same damage increase Minamoto's skill 4 did, and that's meta now, and that's only hitting 1 target. This hits 2. And then your Pan Deputy that would be behind her, obviously she's awakened too, and since she's awakened, she heals the lowest tank by 400, and she's going to heal her own march by 200. But like I say, she gives 20% normal attack damage to that infantry unit, so you know, she gives the T5s a buff. So but at the moment we don't really have really good artifacts to support it. Best artifact, honestly, to support this playstyle is the Breath of Gigantis one. So this, because this deals a little bit of damage, you can see on when it hits, but 10 enemies reduce their defense by so much is kind of obscene, right? You can also potentially use, you know, like the Tea of Arbon, wherever it is. There we are. So you could even use something like this. Heal 4 frontline units, 400. So you could make even a support march, right? But there needs to be more supportive commanders and more artifacts, really. We're entering season... Well, we're in season 1 plus again already, but we're entering patch 1.016's new season. So that's going to be season 1 plus on the patch. So we're entering what everyone's read. If you watch the videos, this is all for season 1 plus. This is not season 1. This is not what you guys are in. So anyone in Season 1 Plus, this is what we're going to be going into. So when you reset, you're going to get this. There's certain things like this, reducing the difficulty of the Crucible of Courage event. That's everyone gets that. But a lot of the stuff, maybe the heroes as well, that might be Season 1 Plus. We'll soon see. We got any questions? If not, I'm just going to run downstairs really quickly. I need to get a drink. We've run out of drink. We need to stay hydrated. Always stay hydrated. There we go. Bear with me. 2 seconds. We're going to just go grab a drink. We will be back. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Right. We're good. We're back. We're all alive. What we doing? Alright. Top 4 alliances don't want me. Why did you just join us? What do you mean? What alliance you in now, Chief? This is when you message Jacob here. Jacob gets a message in game. Yeah, look. See? Jacob will accept you. You applied for it? You applied into EXN? I'm not on that account, so obviously I can't see, you know. It is what it is, but if you apply, Jacob should sort you out. There we go, got that in. Alright. We got any questions in chat? Smash them in chat. We are just rallying at the moment. Right. There you go, nice. Nicely in. There we are. Divisions again, just to show them on screen for anyone new coming into the channel. See where we're going. You need alliance coins to teleport. That's a yikers, chief. No. Have you not got 300 gems? You can buy for just buy a teleport for 300 gems, right? You a whale. You whaling. That's what we have to do. On our main account here, guys, honestly, during certain wars, honestly, we be teleporting so much. You'd be buying these if you're a proper big fighter and you're a little bit of a spender. You'll be getting these all the time. Alright. I must buy 10 a week, you're mental. What's up with the servers merge? Yeah, so you don't demerge, you just go into a new server merge instantly, it looks like. That's what we're assuming. So in a day and 14 hours now, our division from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 should reset and we'll be teleported into a new map, but it'll be with 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in instead. So this is going to be interesting. I wonder what that means. So if we zoom out, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. And we've got 6, 7. So you got 7 zones with 5 servers. But then they might have removed one, and they might have not have removed one, but they might have changed all these links, right? Might have changed the environment of the map, so we don't know what anything's gonna look like. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot that happens, don't you worry. Obviously, we're gonna be the first to experience it again, so it's gonna be really good. All right. Let's see. Merging. Yep. It's continuous merging and demerging. There we go. But, like I say, I'm hoping when the new patch comes, honestly. I'm intrigued to see what the new heroes do. I really am. I hope the rally hero is going to be, like, interesting and not, like, a generic, you know... There we go. I've done a load of bit of stuff. So what I've just done, I know you guys can't see for now, is a little hint. But we just did a nice little order. And we have a new webcam on the way. And we have some other bits and bats that I need myself just to do the job a little bit better. But hopefully in the future, I'm not going to obviously put the camera straight away, but maybe if we hit a certain sub goal, maybe it will be a face reveal. And then you'll be able to see this luscious, sneaky voice for the first time. But I'm going to call the stream almost end there, because there's been almost a double stream today. If you guys haven't checked it out, you can go to the live stream playlist. And I did live stream in the morning the whole reset properly, so you could see everything that we did for the first time. You could even see me talking to some other players in chat, discussing points, you know, in regards to it and figuring it out. So if you want to check all that, you can. But today we've been a nice little double stream, and that plus this one. We've covered, I think, so far every question what I expected to be asked, which has been good. And we can go back onto the road to glory. And if for those guys wondering, tomorrow morning there will be a new Road to Glory episode upload, don't you worry. And then I'm going to do another one for most likely Friday. And then we'll keep working on the account. But just to let you know, remember, the 26th, that's going to be on Friday again. That's when the server is going to reset, right? So at 8 UTC, guys, anyone who's still listening, get that booked in your calendars, because I'm going to be live streaming from 8 UTC all the way on. We might obviously at certain points have, you know, maybe a quick 15-minute break, just obviously to have some food. But the stream will keep running. But we're going to try and do a nice long reset stream so you can see everything in its full glory. You should never be rushing to City Hall 21 in Season 1 as a free-to-play player, because you physically can't do it. So I wouldn't. In Season 1, what you want to be doing is pushing for your T4. So, little tip before we go, your main push, no matter what, is getting your tier 4 units unlocked. So if you're a mage player, you want to unlock your mage first. If you are, you know, a archer, you're gonna move, you know, play as an archer and have, my train of thought's just gone. Can't even believe my train of thought. But yeah, you unlock your T4 archer unit. There we go. So you always unlock the tier 4 unit that you need first, and then the one that you haven't unlocked, you unlock second. So normally, you know, it's archer, mage, and then you do like cavalry, infantry. Oh no, should I say? You do infantry then cavalry. But again, if you might be a cav player, you might go, you know, cavalry before infantry. So the main goal, though, as you can tell, free-to-play player, unlock T4. If you don't unlock T4, you're gonna be really behind. But for free to play, you ain't getting to City Hall 25 in one season. It's just impossible. Like, even for me on my main account, I went through 2 seasons while spending a little bit, and then we hit City Hall 25, right? So that just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, because a lot of players keep thinking it's a short-term game. It's not. It's all about a long-term, you know, project. And this is the type of game where the more time you invest and the more, you know, basically time you play on the game, and the longer you play it, or 1 year compared to 6 months, you get to see that progress, and you feel the pride of the progression that you've done, right? And you get to see the strength that you've obtained. So it's not a short-term game, it's always a long-term game. So remember, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. That's going to be it, guys. I hope that answers that last question for you on there. We are in server 65 currently, if you were looking. We are halfway through the season, so you would have to catch up if you were looking to join maybe this server. But obviously, maybe if you're in a server that we might fight against in the future, obviously keep an eye out. Obviously, server 65 is where we are at. You know who we are. You might be able to join us in the next season when it resets, who knows. So with all that said, guys, I'm going to call it there. I hope you enjoyed the stream. But until the next one, stay safe, stay sneaky, guys, and keep out for all the content. And I'll catch you later.
Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see